Hey guys, good evening, good afternoon, welcome back to our channel. Hey Obodo fam, good evening, welcome back, welcome back. Please, do give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up as you are coming in. Please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not yet done so. Share the stream. Thank you very much, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody is all right. How are you, Ray? I hope everybody is good. Welcome to tonight's stream. Today is Sunday, the 10th of November, the year of our Lord 2024. We thank the Lord God Almighty for the gift of life and for protection, for providing for us, for keeping us to see every day. It is not by power, it's not by might. So many people who started this 2024 with, but they are not here today. Have year one. It is the goodness of God has kept us. And so I'm grateful to God for your life, my life, and for keeping us. And I pray that the Lord will keep us to see the end of 2024, 2025, and many more years in good health and in abundance in Jesus' name. Welcome, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. I'm just going to be really, really quick tonight. Oh, Elivina say, I'm Jamaican, but I love you so much. Oh, thank you. I love Jamaica too. You know, I was there earlier this year. I had a great time. I'm waiting to see another holiday that I will have that will top that. That's been my top holiday so far. I'll gladly recommend any of those tourist places in Jamaica to anybody. It's the best place to just to let loose and have a good time. Everybody, welcome. So tonight we are talking about this man that I mentioned in my last stream. If you were here last Thursday, I did mention about this man called Abimbola David. He's 43 years old and he recently came to the UK. Sheshe Deni. According to the story, they say he came only last year, which is 2023. And already, Uncle is already in trouble. So somebody reminded me this evening that this is like the fifth person who is jackpot from Nigeria that they are catching doing the same thing. And so the brother that was sharing this with me, even before the thing went viral, that was at the beginning of the week, was like, Auntie B, you need to warn our brothers. They need to do this. You need to warn them. I said, what am I warning people for? It's like saying warn someone, so that they don't break the law. They don't need warning. They don't need warning because I strongly believe that this is not the first time. You know all this Onko Adubo in Nigeria? Yeah. D, you are completely right. You've been warning them for years. Me, I'm not warning anybody. I will not warn anybody, to be honest. This brother I was saying we should warn people, but I'm not here to warn you. There's no need. Why do you need to warn a full-grown adult? Agbalagba pe it is wrong for a 43 years old man to be chatting with a 14-year-old. Why do you need to? I mean, for any woman who, because I saw a lot of people were putting comments when I posted it on Instagram, and some of the pick me, the pick me, our pick me sisters, we're like, what's a 14-year-old girl doing in a dating site? What is a married man and father doing in a dating site? What is it doing in a dating site? Uncle, you are married. So let me just tell you this before you start having any kind of sympathy or empathy. Because for me, when it comes to children, there's a reason why I didn't go to children's services. When I qualified back in the day to go and practice social work in the UK, you could either go to mental health, children's services, or adults. I deliberately did not. It's the same training for any branch, any type of wherever you want to practice. It's the same. It's the same course, whether it's master's level or the degree level. It's the same training. A lot of my friends are in children's services. I chose not to because I will not be able to stand it. If you think I'm passionate about women and vulnerable women, especially when it comes to children, no, I can't. I just cannot. That's why I say, you know what? It's better for me to just go to adults. At least with adults, even if an adult is in a DV relationship, you can say, is an adult. It's not right, but you can say, you can live. You have your sense, you know. But children are defenseless. They are innocent. The most vulnerable set of human beings in this world. So I couldn't deal with that. That's why I just left it jejeje. I couldn't do child protection. I just went to adults. And that's why I've been practicing with very old people. I like it like that. I want to sumo bit on law. Those are very close to where they are going. Ehen. I like it like that. Because when it comes to children, I don't play. No, I don't. I don't. So give us a thumbs up and welcome. So for the pygmies who want to say, what is a 14-year-old doing in a dating site? Why is a 14-year-old chatting? Why is a 14-year-old before you start having those thoughts or even putting those comments, think about it. What is a 43 years old man doing? If you didn't know, it's a different thing. But I didn't know. Let's say, he claimed that he was bored. Mm? He claimed that he was bored, that he was just playing, he was just having fun. So you didn't know. When she told you, because the people that confronted him accused him that she told you, you asked her age, she told you she was 14. You carried on. And he was like, oh, I didn't believe it. That's what he said. He said, I didn't. I watched the video, not the short. The one on Instagram is about maybe 3 minutes plus. But there's an extended one on Facebook that this our brother sent to me. I didn't watch all of it because it's like 2 hours, but I watched like maybe an hour of it. It's the same thing. You should see the excuses. This, I don't even know how to describe him. He's a sorry excuse of a human being. If you are a parent here, please put on that cap. Forget about brotherhood and sisterhood today and put on the cap of a parent for once. So you see a lot of all these uncles at Dugbo. They do this a lot back home in Africa, in Nigeria. Every day, they target all these children that live around them. They'll give them sweets, they'll give them biscuit. Then when they've done doing their dirty, they will now start threatening them not to tell anybody. Eventually, when they catch them, they do catch some of them. You saw the other one the other day. The girl was 9 years old. They are all over Nigeria. I'm telling you. What is a grown man looking for in a 9-year-old girl's body? What are that's a child. What are you looking for? So you see a lot of all these cases going on. Some of them get away with it. So I put it to you that this man haven't been caught so early in the UK. He's been doing it in Nigeria. Yeah, he's been doing it. This is not the first time. But you know what they say? Every day is for the thief. One day is for the owner. Abi, báwo ná ṣe ń sọ? Ọjọ́ gbogbo ní tolè. He's been doing it. Too many sick people. If you go on social media every day, you'll be seeing all sorts. 5-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 8 years old. What is it with people? These are children. He's a father. If it happened to your child, how will you feel? Because you know the impact, you know the implication of this thing. You've literally just ruined that child's life. You've ruined their life completely. They are going to be dealing with it for the rest of their lives. So they bring all these dirty habits. They bring it to the abroad. Ìlú tó lófin, ìlú tó níjòyè, ìlú tó lọ́ba. You bring it to this place and you think you can get away with it. He said he's a Christian. That's the one that pained me the most. This Mongo Park said, I'm a Christian. I don't do that, oh. And I've been hiding myself. I don't do that, oh. So the people that went to visit him, that went to his house, that were recording him. They recorded him for the 2 hours. Ask him that, you are a Christian. The time that you should have been spending with your family. You have a wife. Yeah, I hear the wife is the dependent. So he's the one, he's a student. 43-year-old. And if a Nigerian say 43, you better believe it, pay. He's probably 53. Yeah. Most people doctor their age. Is what they call football age. It's a very common thing in Nigeria. People do it. So if he's saying it's 43, this man is not 43. If you find out his real date of birth, gone, you'll be surprised, pay, he's over 50. So they were asking him, they said, what are you doing? The man said, because of you, you've deprived me of the time now that I should be spending with my family. I'm here now talking to you when I should be with my family. When she told you that she's 14, why did you carry on? I was advising her to read her book. Oh, you know, this Mongo Park was asking the girl if she's still a virgin. Hmm? Yes. The group that caught him, they are called, thank you very much, Coyote. They are called predator hunters. Yeah. So there are a lot of groups like that in the UK. So if you are chatting, you are enjoying chatting with children, continue. One mato dele, they will come and knock on your. You just hear coco, you think it's delivery. By the time they open the door here, bye. And you know what? The way they do it, they won't come without evidence. In this part of the world, Olokpa can be observing you for years until they have enough evidence to put you away. They're not going to come. They will just put you under their radar. And they open a dossier on you. They'll be collecting the evidence and be keeping until they have enough that they know they can charge you. So this man came to the UK only last year as a student. He came with his family. The wife is the and the children are dependent. So the wife is working. I suppose the wife is working to support him because as a student you can only work for about 20 hours a week. Hmm? What are you doing online chatting with women? I'm just bored. I didn't have any. I was just playing. I was playing. I didn't mean it though. I didn't mean it though. He's been doing it. And that's why I can never have any sympathy or empathy for someone like this. For me, it is karma for those girls, those children who had no voice in Nigeria, who had no one to help them. This Minister of Women Affairs, as much as I didn't like what she was saying about DV, a lot of people liked her. They felt she was working. She brought one case out the other day. The girl was around 9 years old. Is their neighbor. Ah, well, long. 9-year old. I don't know. If I'm the mother, God forbid, I'm the mother of that child, there will not be case. There's no need to be looking for minister or police. No. What I go do them in my belly? I will go to jail. I'm ready to go to jail. Let them. Yeah. Is you know that when they say in the courtroom when you're watching all this criminal defense and they say uh somebody had a temporary insanity. That is what I will plead. There's no need going to police because Nigerian police will probably bury it. They're not going to do anything. What would they do? It's only in Lagos State I see, again, as much as people criticize Lagos, Lagos State is advanced in a lot of things. When it comes to domestic violence, Lagos State is up there. Lagos State and I think a few other states in the south there have, offenders register. So whenever you are caught, and they have a lot of charity. I don't know about you, if you people know about Sisi Ya, is it Sisi Yara? Yeah, Sisi Yara. A friend of mine told me about Sisi Yara Foundation, who their specialty is supporting children who has experienced such DV. You should see cases. If you see cases, sometimes the parents don't even want to prosecute. They don't even want to go to the police. They don't want to go to courts because, again, our society is big on victim blaming and shaming. If it's an adult, they will say, what did she wear? It's because she did not cover herself. What is a child wearing that makes her attractive to a grown man? A man with beer. What is a child wearing that makes her attractive? For goodness sake. If not that these people are sick, sick in they are sick. I don't know. So I'm so glad that they are catching them. They will continue to catch them. So they say this is about the fifth one. More of them. As long as their hands are not clean, they are doing this in Nigeria. Once they come abroad, sooner or later, bam, they will catch them. Because they will go online, they cannot help themselves. You know, here now, there's no open community like Lagos or anywhere in Nigeria where everybody goes into everybody's house and they will buy them sweet and biscuit, ice cream, and deceive them and tell them not to tell their parents. So they have to go online. They will now go online and be looking. So the people asked him, "Oh, I didn't know. I didn't mean it," or he was denying. But she told you she's 14. Why did you carry on? I was advising her. As who? You're advising her. I was advising her to read her books. Hey, Chineke. He was claiming to be a pastor, Shadrach. God will bless you. My son's namesake. Hmm. He was claiming to be I'm a Christian, no. I believe in relationship. That's what he was saying. In fact, let me play it. Come on for he was defending himself. He was busy defending himself. Oh my show. Say pity.
A child. She's a child. She's 14 years old. That's what I said. And you've just said to me that you could be speaking to others. Have you been bullying these other children? I've never done that, man. But you have, because I've got the evidence here. Sir, I told you. I said I'm just saying that for nothing's sake. I don't mean it.
I'm saying it for nothing's sake. I don't mean it. And he was looking, he thinks that because he's doing his hand like this, because he's patewing or whatever he's doing, they will take him seriously.
You don't mean it. I don't mean it. So
you can see.
You don't mean it. I don't mean it. But you've already done the damage. How? How? Do you think a 14-year-old should be pressured into sending indecent images? No. How old are you? I'm 43. You told her you were 20 something? I think maybe it's 24. I think 20.
You see? He lied about his age. Can you see? He told the child that he's 20 something. 20. He reduced his age. Because actually he's old enough to be that girl's grandfather. Yes, he's old enough because you can be a father at 16, at 18, at 20. 14-year-old. How many 14 are there in 43? My people. 1 year, ajá tó máa sọnù kò ń gbọ́ fèrè ọlọ́dẹ. This man has been doing this thing in Nigeria. He's been doing it. He's so good at it. Yeah. This is the day that he will meet his Waterloo.
I told you, in the dating app, they fake their age then. Right. So but she hasn't. Because her parents have seen the chat. She said in the dating app, if you are not 18, you can't open the app. Right. So she says she's 18. That's why I even just right. I just sent. But then she told you when you started messaging, she told you how old she was, didn't she? I don't believe.
See, Shangba, he said, I don't believe. Because he's trying to make a case that, because she's in a dating app, they said the minimum age for the dating app is 18. So the hunter said, yeah. But she told you when you were chatting that she's 14. If you didn't know, you can make an excuse and say, okay, the age for you to be on this app is 18. But we know how children can use, they can, I mean, it's not like they're going to ask you for ID or anything like that. Then in the course of your chatting, she said, I'm 14. Instead of you to run, you know what he did? He reduced his own age and carried on and started asking for pictures. Send me a picture. And started asking questions. I'm sure he will hold his phone while his wife is there busy in the kitchen trying to take care of the children after working hours to support this. Oh, imagine so. Let me not say. He will be there scrolling, dating sites. What are you doing on a dating site? And you claim to be a Christian. Married man. if in fact, you know, sometimes when God wants to punish people for the fact that you claim to be a Christian and you are doing this, maybe it's even God that say, okay, it's time for you to collect more punishment.
You don't believe? Yeah, I don't. That's why. See, you didn't want to say in this chat that you didn't believe her. I don't believe what she's saying. I thought it's just a form. So I don't. You were asking her about being a virgin as well, weren't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I say you must keep your virginity. If you
Shangbo, somebody that you don't know, you are advising a girl you met, not girl, child, that you must keep your virginity. Is she your child? What is it with you and people's virginity? Why are some of these genders so obsessed with virginity? You are telling somebody you don't know. We don't know whether she's fufun or dudu. You are telling her you must keep your virginity. What is your business? I mean, how can you be comfortable telling a girl that you must keep your virginity when you are not? She's not. Man. I don't know how to. Oh, Jesus is Lord.
So if she was an adult, why would she need to keep her virginity? If she's an adult, now I would just say the same thing because me, based on my religions, I believe in sex. I believe in relationship. I believe in a relationship without sex. So that's why we appreciate on any dating I find myself that don't allow any guy to have sex with you in a relationship. You must keep yourself. But they can send you pictures of themselves with no clothes on. No. So what are you asking? What I'm saying, I said it's just it's not fun. I don't mean it. This is not fun. I'm telling my mom. See your children in there. Yeah,
you know what? You know, people like this, even their own children are not safe with them. Honestly, their children are not safe with them. If they have daughters, they are not safe. Because it's a sickness. It's not normal. It's a sickness and they cannot help themselves. You are advising her because you don't believe in sex and relationship. You believe you should keep yourself. Okay, what do you believe after marriage? Uncle Pastor or Brother Christian, what do you believe that after marriage that you should hopping from dating sites, hunting and looking for women? Oh my God. You see his explanation. I was advising her to keep her virginity.
If a 40-year-old man like yourself, was when your children are 12, 13, 14, if a man of your age was sending those messages to your child, what would you think of that man? Do you know my intention? Mm-hmm. I think I do know your intention. Do you know my intention? I want her to go and tell her mom. Mm-hmm. Did you tell her to come tell her mom? No. That's my intention. That's what I was. Did you tell her? I never did that. You didn't tell her to do that. You didn't tell her. So you think she's a mind reader? No. Do you know what I'm saying? She said maybe she's a single. Maybe her mother does not have. Maybe she's a single parent. Right. She's not with her mother. So she's a vulnerable child, is what you're saying. No, maybe she's the father is not stable. Right. So she's a vulnerable child. So you've groomed this child, told her that you was going to look after her. No. You never once. You said you lived here with your brother. Yeah. You didn't tell her that you had a wife and children. I said it with my brother. Yeah. You didn't say you had a wife and children. No, she didn't. Anybody I did. Because you asked her to be a girlfriend. I do. That's what I said. I did that. So I don't mean it. But this is what I'm saying to you. You're not getting what I'm saying to you. I understand. You are damaging.
He asked her to be his girlfriend, but he didn't mean it. He asked her. First of all, he didn't disclose that he's a married old man with children. Then he now told her to be his girlfriend, but he didn't mean it though. As long as he's doing his hand like this, he's just doing his hand like this. He didn't mean it. Did you ask her to be your girlfriend? I didn't mean it. Yeah, he didn't mean it.
Talking to them in this way, mentally. Okay, let's see. I never mean that. You're abusing children mentally. I never mean that. You didn't meet the child. I mean that. See, a child. She's a child. She's 14 years old. That's what I said. And you've just said to me that you could be speaking to others. Have you been bullying these other children? I've never done that to my life. Well, you have, because I've got the evidence here. Sir, I told you. I said I'm just saying that for nothing's sake. I don't mean it. You don't mean it? I don't mean it. So All my chats.
You don't mean it,
I don't mean it.
but you've already done the damage.
How?
How?
You see the look. You
Kick
look. You
it the
see the look of.
14-year-old.
Do you see the look of surprise on his face when when the man said, "You don't mean it. You keep saying you don't mean it, but you've already done the damage." He looks so surprised, like is the shock in his face, like he doesn't believe that he's doing the wrong thing. I don't think he fully grasps what he's doing. That he's doing the right thing. He's like, how? How? My goodness. Hmm. So that's the short clip of it, oh, my people. The long clip of it is just continuous interrogation, more interrogation, and he kept digging a hole for himself. Then at a point, his wife came out and started crying and begging. The wife, and some people sent it to me on Instagram and were like, Auntie B, you can see why is the wife begging? Instead of her to kick him out, and instead of her to be angry with him, she's begging for him. I was laughing. Oh my God. I was laughing. Begging, Pekini. Kick him out, Pekini. It's Nigerian woman we're talking about, too. She will beg, go. So, what do you think is going to happen? Hmm? What do you think what do you think is going to happen? From here, straight, they are arresting him. They already have all the evidence they need. Okay? These people are hunters. Yeah. They already gather all the evidence of him asking her from inappropriate things, send your pictures, send this, be my girlfriend, keep your all those stupid talk, keep your virginity. When they finish trying him, he's probably going to go to jail. They will put him in the register because they have a register here. And then both him, his wife, his children, oh yeah, alele, back to T-Pain. They'll send them back to Eko. Yeah. They were streaming this thing live for the 2 hours that they were drilling him. If you see the video, if you see the full 2 hours, oh, Jesus is Lord. Oh, you'll be like, oh my God. He can say, no, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. I don't do that. I don't do that. I was only advising her. I was advising her. Advising her for what? Why are you advising her? Somebody you don't know. So, okay, oh, Brother Kayode, you say we should advise people. Maybe you can come in and advise. So continue to go on dating sites and be chatting people up and down. Sooner or later, you will get what you are looking for. And there's nothing else that you're looking for more than these hunters will come and visit you. Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah. Cynthia say, hi, Auntie B. Thank you for all you do. At 17, I moved to Canada and got involved with an extremely wealthy and powerful married couple who support and invest in me extremely well. But now at 25, I feel trapped and controlled. No baton. Yeah. Okay. Cynthia, this seems like a conversation we'll have to have outside this one. No. This seems like another conversation. Send me a message on Instagram, okay? Yeah, my Instagram is obodooyinboconnect. Just DM me and then we'll take it from there. Why do you feel trapped and controlled? You are 25 years old, you're an adult. Why? I need more information about that. It doesn't sound like a good situation. Were you adopted by them? Are they like your parents? I don't know. Okay, anyway, we'll have a chat about that later, okay? Yeah, so what do you people want to advise me? I don't know any advice I'm giving anybody. If you've been doing it in Nigeria, definitely come here and try your luck and they will deal with you. I love this country because it's a country where there are rules, there is a law, and if you break the law, you will pay. No baton. So me, I don't have any excuse. I don't have any advice. Maybe you people have advice. Abby, how are you? Welcome. Hi, Abby. My link is in the comment section, guys. Please, if you want to say something, jump in the studio. Whether you want to advise people who are jack buying or you want to say something about the situation, whatever it is, just jump in quick. Yeah. Abby, can
Hello,
you hear
Auntie B.
me? Hi.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Ah, good evening, Auntie B. Thank you for shedding light on this. I'm sure one of those people that DM'd you to talk about this one. Auntie B, honestly, I think the reason why I wanted you to share on your platform is because the level of ignorance, oh my God, was just pissing me off. Comment section, people talking about everything but what this man had done. That I think that just
Yeah.
annoyed me more than anything. Imagine this was
Mm-hmm.
a real 14-year-old. I mean, I just don't have any words. Again, charity begins at home. People were talking about,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Oyibo people, they do this as well. I don't understand. Do you really think
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
normal, sane country wants to import nonsense into their country? We're supposed to be here to add value to this kind of environment. We're not meant to be nuisance. So just because Oyibo people are doing it or whatever in their own country makes it okay. It's just, and to be, I appreciate you. Thank you for. I really don't know what else to say. It's common sense. I don't think anyone, like you said. I don't think anyone can advise anyone about what is right or wrong, especially a full-grown man. The only advice I could put out there, in case anyone would listen, would be careful what you say on social media as well. If you're seen to enable behaviors like this, honestly, I really don't know what you think you're doing. If you're making comments that doesn't even seem remotely sensible on topics like this, then you're probably guilty as well. So watch it, be careful. That's all I have to say, Auntie B. I really
All
don't know what
right.
else to say.
Thank you, Abby. I appreciate you, my dear. Yeah, they apparently had a lot of sympathizers, people thinking that somebody actually said on my page. Yeah, let me read some comments on my page on Instagram. This is a comment. I had to. This one got set me off. And the person said that is a woman, by the way. Sometimes you just wonder, "Bae, why? I don't understand. Why? If it's a black African, they start accusing them of stupid things. Just what Abby was saying just now. So to them now is the race card they want to play from here. So because he's a white, is an African, that's why. So you think if it's a white, British white, when I mean proper Mama Charlie white, they will allow them to go, right? They will just catch him and say, "Oh, you know what? Oh, you go, mate. You go, mate." They just let them go, right? You think this is Ninja, where it's about who is connected to who is connected or who knows who. It's about who is who. They care about your status and all that. Mhm. So she said they start accusing them of stupid things. The chat is for people who are 18 years and older. How did the little girl sign in? Maybe they were role playing, or the little um men are usually more attracted to her when she says she's like 14, or for instance. Why don't this website use proper means to verify people's age before letting them sign on? He went somewhere for people who are 18 years and older. He didn't go there looking for young kids. This is by a woman who actually is my follower on Instagram. Can you hear her comments? Completely exonerated what this man did. Never mind the fact that he's married. Let's not even question what he's doing on a dating app in the first place. Let's forget the fact that the girl actually told him that she's 14 later on. All he cares about is that he was looking for people who are above 18. Why is the website? We should hold the website responsible for not verifying people properly. Like we should is the website, and the girl, what's she doing there? She said 14 so that she can be more attractive. So it's all about blaming. You see that blaming and shaming that we do in Nigeria? Yes, it's right here. Hmm? I like what somebody said here. Then somebody else made another comment. Let me read this one first. About victim blaming. Yeah, it's a thing in Nigeria. Oh yeah, he's always the victim. Is always some people, you will be wondering how is their mindset wired, because they think upside down. Honestly, Mhm. Yeah, I wanted to read this comment about Japa marriage. You know how we've been having a lot of conversation about Japa marriages, why Japa marriages in Nigeria, when they come here, they start to have issues. Bell said, Auntie B, it's the same mindset Japa marriages don't succeed. The men believe they can get away with all sorts of nonsense because in Africa, men are protected, but abroad, the tables are turned. Mm. And Anna said he knew exactly what he did, but he never thought that the little girl would report him. No, if you watch the extended one, there was a point that he was saying, I will take care of you. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. He was bragging, now, all over the world, people know that Nigerian men, take care of women, Nigerian men have money. So he was rolling on that narrative to say, don't worry, I will take your. See his eyes like somebody that has not eaten for 3 months. Even to go to Baba, he cannot go to Baba. Look at him. If you see the full video, you will see the socks. He wore socks that is almost long to his waist. He was squatting. He was squatting with his brother, his wife, his wife, the children, all squatting. He doesn't even have his own place, and yet, look at all the disgrace. His face is all over the internet now. Of course. Chidima said, tomorrow now, this fool will say UK is racist to black immigrants. He will not talk about his calamity. Yeah. Immigrants live everywhere in the world successfully, but don't bring your bad behavior from Nigeria. Yeah. If you bring it anywhere from Africa, you come here. I keep playing and saying that I should have a Jackpot school. That Jackpot school, if you tell them to come and pay money to attend now, they won't pay. They will say, give me the advice. Our people love free advice. Once you tell them to pay money, they will run away. They don't want to pay. But they've forgotten that time is money and information is power. Knowledge is power. No, just give it to me free of charge. It doesn't matter that you've got your own life and you are busy. No, just hand it to me free of charge. Put it in a video, very short video, not long one. Because if it's too long, they will not watch. They'll say it's too long. This said, make una brotherhood they live and to be from this nonsense. She has spoken on this issue several times around. As an adult, you are deemed to know what is right or wrong. Yeah, if you don't know, you will know by force. Yeah, it's not the first one. It's not going to be the last one. Another one was caught the other day in his place of work. He's a Nigerian boy, young man. They came to visit him there. And when they come, they will bring all the chats. And then they start streaming it live. They start reading all the text messages, see the embarrassment. And when I look at him, I'm thinking all the molebi that contributed money for him. Maybe he sold whatever he had in Nigeria, and they put you just know that they put money together for him to come here. I'm not sure he's finished paying that BC back because he's coming here to do school, probably doing a master's program. Now, what do you think is going to happen to that? Yeah, what's going to happen? Oluwasegun said, after condemning the guy, they should check this website as well. He also played a role in, brotherhood. Have a lot of brothers. You see, women, you should learn something from men. Men know how to stick together. And that's why their friendship, you see, men that have been friends for 40, 50, 30 years, they can stick together, they can cover for each other. Can you see what Olusegun is saying now? That they should check the website. When you know that it's not possible, they will just put it there. The websites are protected because they already put it there. This website is for 18 and above. And then they will make you sign an undertaking as you are logging pay. Are you 18 and above? You tick a box to say, yes, I'm 18. That's all. They've covered themselves. How are they going to go around the whole world? All the domains. What about those that chat with people on Snapchat? On TikTok? Oh, social media. So, sisters, you people should learn something. Brotherhood, they know how to stick together. They never condemn. They will not condemn. Actually, somebody on my Instagram said that, let me read it to you. what the person said about this when I posted it on my Instagram page, of which I'm going to delete right after this because I don't want to see things like this on my page. The Brotherhood said something about how when it's about African, something about the race. It was playing the race card as well again. About how if it's about black people, they will do this, they will do this. But if it's, I said, the difference is that nobody is saying that this is something that only black people do, or Nigerians are the only one that do it. No, nobody is saying that. But the point is that they do it in Nigeria and get away. That's the point I'm trying to make. They do it and get away, and they've been doing it for years. But when they come to a country that has rules and regulations, that has a law and hold people accountable by law, then you don't get away with it. That's the difference. So it doesn't matter whether you are white, you're green, you are yellow. The law does not care for things like that. Have you broken the law? Yes. Once you break the law, why has this uncle? Why was it not caught all this while? Why was it not caught? You think it's the first time he's doing it? No, it's not the first time. It's not the first time, my people. So somebody called Joe said this. He said, "Crime is crime, and this fellow should face full consequences for this action." What I have noticed though is that every diaspora-based commentator on this issue is quick to say Nigeria enablers or looks away from such behavior, which is why some people commit such abroad. I disagree. First off, the issue of child DV in the UK is 90% a white crime. Nigerians, for all in impunity in their country, walk a straight line abroad. If you see our emperor governors abroad, they are as humble and straight as you can be. So this fellow's conduct has nothing to do with his experience in Nigeria. It is not in the US. We hear of grown female teachers having babies and kerewa with minors. So I said to him, I said, yeah, you have a point. Yeah, does not represent, obviously, it does not represent Nigerians or Nigerians in the diaspora. However, the difference is that he may have been doing this. I'm pretty sure that it's not today he started. But the difference is that he got away with it all these years in Nigeria. That's why he only came here last year and they already caught him. So you see, he proves the point I'm trying to make. You can do it and get away in Nigeria, but when you come here and do it, no, they'll catch you. They will catch you. Sooner or later, they will catch you. And that's why he's in trouble now. He's in trouble. At a point, he sat down, put his hand on his head, and he was like, oh my God, when you are going through a nightmare and you pray, God, please let it be a nightmare. Let me wake up. And then you find out that this is real. I mean, nobody is happy that this is happening to him, but he brought it on himself. Even here in this part of the world, if you have children, you know the way they date. A 23 years old will never go and date a man of 35 here. A girl of 25 will not date a man of 35 here. That is, they don't mess around with our age at all. If you have children, just observe. They date within their age brackets. 2-3 years maximum. Highest 5. Why would a 40-year-old come down to that level? I don't understand it. I do not understand it. Okay, guys, please give us a thumbs up. We're almost rounding up now. Let me take a few calls and then we'll just call it a day. Mama R, welcome. How are you? Please unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, Nancy. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, my dear.
Please, just excuse me. I have my kids in the background, but I want to come at it from a different angle, and I need your advice. You have your children grew up in the UK, and a little bit more, they grew up in this generation. So, how did you prevent your children from encountering Olori Buruku like this man? What did you do like, how did you? I'm scared. Like, that is my biggest fear, that my daughters
Mm,
will grow up and
mm.
encounter Oluri Buruku like this. So what did you
Okay.
do? Can you please help us? Please.
Are you? Where are you? Are you in the UK?
I'm in the
Oh,
US.
you're in the
I'm in the
US. Oh,
US,
okay.
yes.
First of all, you don't need to be afraid. Don't be afraid because fear is not a good. It's not a good emotion.
Uh-huh.
And spiritually, what you fear, you attract. Okay.
Mm,
If you're a
mm,
Christian, you understand what I'm saying. So
yeah.
that fear, you need to get rid of it. Pray
Yeah.
against it and take it out of your mind.
Yeah.
Secondly, you need to friend your children. When your children start getting to that age where they start being aware about boys,
Mm,
about girls,
mm,
you need to be friendly with them.
mm,
Children come to an age where you do not use that all those
mm,
spare the rod and spoil the child anymore.
mm,
This time is
mm,
conversation.
mm,
You have to befriend them and talk to them. You tell
mm,
when I'm talking to my children, sometimes they say, "Mom, I know." I say, "No, please let me talk." You do
mm,
your own. You tell them. You tell them about the
mm,
dangers out there. You tell them about the
mm,
world of internet. You tell them
mm,
about predators like this. So it's education. You need to keep giving them education. You need to keep telling them straight. What they
mm,
call it, stranger danger. You tell them.
mm,
If somebody you don't know is trying to communicate with you,
mm,
don't respond. Tell me immediately.
mm,
See, the best thing you can do for your teenage children is to create a relationship whereby they can talk to you about anything and everything.
mm,
Unfortunately, as parents, African parents, some of us, we are very
mm,
detached from our children because of life, because of
mm,
our upbringing, and
mm,
because we've not developed that friendship with our
mm,
children.
mm,
Once you are close to your children, they will tell you anything. I'm
mm,
telling you, I'm so close to my children that you will not believe it. Everything. We'll talk about everything and everything. When they
mm,
lose virginity, when you are going to lose virginity, everything. I'm talking about boys.
mm,
If they are free to have that conversation with you, then you don't have anything to be afraid of. Once you raise them well and instill in them the right
mm,
values, you
mm,
taught them. If it's from a cultural
mm,
aspect or from a
mm,
Christian aspect, whatever
mm,
you practice, once you
mm,
instill that in them, then you don't need to fear anything. You have to
mm.
trust them to make the right choices. That's it.
I know what, Lua. God will help us.
Amen.
God will
Amen.
help
Yeah.
us, because that is
No,
my
don't be afraid.
that is
No,
my nightmare.
no, 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 no,
I
no.
mean, my kids are still babies, but I mean, they're growing. My daughter is like, she's tall, like, she's just growing, and I'm like,
When you want
I'm,
to talk to them about
I'm
their privates,
mm,
don't use all those. Use the real
mm,
name.
mm,
What it is
mm,
called.
mm,
In a VJ. If
mm,
you have a boy, tell the boy the P word. Use it,
mm,
and
mm,
also tell them that those areas are private. Nobody has
mm,
the right to see it
mm.
or touch it.
Okay.
You use conversations. Don't wait until they are
Mm,
grown. You
mm,
start it now.
mm,
As soon as they are getting into puberty,
mm,
start having those conversations with them. Because if you
mm.
don't teach them, they will learn the wrong thing outside.
I'm
They will learn
telling
from
you.
their friends. They will
Yes.
learn online. They will Google everything. They
Mm,
have phones.
yeah,
Even if they don't have phones, when they go to school, their friends have phones. They have mobile
that is
phones.
it. And
So
I'm
you
also
need to have
thinking,
conversation.
yeah, I know there's some new apps, there's some new phones that parents can get where they can monitor their children, they can block, like there's some they call it pure
Yes,
water phones.
yes,
They call it pure water, where you can block a lot of things. That will also help. But you're right,
yeah,
because you're not living in a vacuum, because these children will still, even if it's okay, no phones, they will still go to school and meet friends that have phones. What are you going to control the
yeah.
school environment? Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm,
I don't know.
mm-hmm.
I'm trying. I just get more and more scared when I see these things, and I just picture my daughters,
Don't
and
be scared.
I
No,
just get so scared. Honestly, I'm like, no, like,
no, don't be scared because if you've done the work, there's nothing to be scared about. You need to
yeah.
educate your children, befriend them,
Mm,
have an open door relationship with your children
policy.
where they can talk to you.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
and observe them. Notice. Don't wait
yes,
for them to come and tell you.
yes,
Prompt them if you think that there's
yes,
something bothering them. You always
yes.
have to tell your children that they can talk
Mm,
to you about anything without
mm,
shame and
mm,
without consequences.
mhm,
If
yes,
children know that they can talk to mom or
mhm,
talk to dad without
mhm,
fear, without shame,
mhm,
then they will tell you
mhm,
about anything. They will tell you
mhm,
about anything.
mhm. Thank you so much, Auntie. I really appreciate it.
Welcome. You're
Thank
welcome, Mama
you.
R. Yeah, we need to try to build relationship with our children. I know we weren't raised in that way. We didn't grow up with internet and all that, but we grew up being afraid of our parents. Nobody told us about anything, but this is not that generation anymore. Now you have to befriend your children. Very, very important. Very, very. Yeah, and then you just pray and trust God that they are going to be okay. Parenting is not a joke. But I don't believe in parenting from a point of from a place of fear. It's not good. It's not healthy, because that fear is now going to translate. It's energy. Everything about emotions is energy. So if you are parenting your children from a point of view of fear, you're going to pass that energy to your children, and so there's no room for fear. The opposite of fear as a Christian is faith. So you just trust God and continue to cover them and pray. There's nothing God cannot do. It's not parenting this day is hard. It's not a joke, man. It's work. And that fathers, please, I want to encourage you. A lot of you, some of you are trying, but a lot of you are not doing enough. You are not doing enough. You need to make sure that you are also parenting. Be parenting as well. It's not only have you eaten, read your book, oh, have you eaten, have you done your work, have you cleaned the house, have you washed the toilet? No. Have conversations. Have daddy children day out or something. You need to be able to build that relationship with your children. It's very important. If you don't have a relationship with your children, in this day and age, koda rarara o, koda. Christ is God say Nigeria Igbo doctor jailed in Australia in 2020 for a 13-year-old girl. DV with a 13-year-old. He moved from UK to Australia. I wonder why he wasn't caught in the UK. Yeah. You know how I said that they don't stop? They never stop. That thing will keep pushing them, pushing them, pushing them. Okay, Mama Bear, hello, how are you? Hi, Mama Bear, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, my dear, welcome.
Good evening, Auntie B. Good evening, Obodo fam.
You okay?
Yeah. This whole conversation is very triggering for me because of my own personal experience as once been in that position. But it angers me that people want to make excuses for the offender.
Yeah.
I don't care whether the girl says she's 24, as long as you from the onset, that's where the conversation stops. Because no right thinking adult should be having conversation with a child that is intimate of that nature. It is wrong and it should not be condoned. Because it is so annoying. Even looking at his face, the Machiavellian in the way he was trying to explain himself was so upsetting for me to watch. It was painful for me to watch because you could see there is no remorse.
Yeah,
There
he
is
was
no.
surprised. He was surprised when they told him that
There,
he's not damaged. He was like, "What? What?" He was
yeah,
totally. He doesn't understand. It's like he thinks
and
he's
to,
doing the right thing.
and to be, believe me, I can tell you for a fact, 100%, he knew what he was doing. That surprise you see him showing, it's all Machiavellian. He's just being manipulative. He knows. He knows fully well what he's doing. Because you see these P files, they don't change and they don't stop. I always say to people, P files don't change, they don't stop. And the only way you can get them to stop is for them to be locked up forever because they would never change. So it's just sad that we see this happening right in front of our eyes, and people still question the victim.
Yeah, that's a
Eh,
Nigeria. That's a
eh,
Nigeria culture of shaming the victim. Yeah, what are you doing there? What did you two go and do there? Let's yeah. They encourage bad behavior.
It, it's so wrong. We're living the real conversation and we're chasing nothing. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with what he's doing with to that child. Because if only people can understand the damage that is being done with child SA, a lot of people would have a different perspective of this conversation.
It's easy. Once you're a parent, just imagine that it is your child. It's very easy. Imagine that it was your
You know,
child.
yeah, it's easy as a parent for you to put yourself in that position, but it is even more it's even more triggering for someone who was once a victim
Yeah, of course.
to see this replay again.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't need to put myself in her shoes. I see myself as her
Right.
because I know what it feels like. Do you know what it feels like? I always try to explain it to people. It's like you have a balloon that is blown up and
Mm-hmm.
you're holding on to this balloon because you love this balloon so much,
Mm-hmm.
and someone from nowhere comes up and pops it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what abuse does to the brain. It takes something away from you that you can never get back. It
Mm.
leaves you empty. That's why I know psychologically there's been lots of studies being done of the brain of victims, whose childhood victims of abuse. There's a lot of studies being done to look at their brain
Mm.
structure and see the amount of changes that happens. And people make excuses for these complete POSs that are out there causing havoc.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad he's caught. And
Yeah, me too.
I
Me
do
too.
hope the whole books is being thrown at him
Yeah.
because he's gotten away with this for so long. And this is not his first rodeo.
No,
I
no, it's
can
not.
assure you, it's
Mm-hmm.
not his first rodeo. He's been doing this for years. He's
Yeah.
well practiced,
Mm.
and he never thought he was going to be caught. And
Yeah.
now he's caught. You see that pretense on his face, feigning surprise. Believe me, he's not. He's not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
It is just the manipulativeness of these people. They think they have the power because you know what the mindset. I try to understand the mindset of a pedophile, which I will never understand, but I kind of understand the gist around their mindset. Their mindset is all about control and power. That's the summation of how their brain works. They are on a constant high for control and power.
Mm-hmm.
If you see, that's why he was particular about the girl's virginity, because he understands the significance of virginity in our African culture.
Mm-hmm.
So you see where I'm going. You see what I'm saying. It's all about the control and the power.
Mm-hmm. Asking
It's
her
not
about
for,
that, telling her that
yes.
he wants to take care of her. Will you be my
He's
girlfriend? Buying her by
he's
stage.
trying to weigh and see if she's worth his while. It's like a high that they chase. So
Mm.
he's looking at it. This is, this is the high. The high for him and the chase for him is the virginity. That is the goal.
Mm.
So it's all about power and control. It's all about winning. To them, it's a game because of how sick they are in their heads. They see it as a game and it's a challenge. So if you think he doesn't know what he's doing or he's surprised, he's not surprised.
Mm.
He knows the game and
Yeah.
what he's trying to do. He's trying to be cunningly proactive in readiness for his defense
Mm.
by feigning surprise and feigning not understanding.
I said, yes, I was
And we
advising her. I was advising
and
her
we
about what?
and we
Advising,
have to
advising.
remember, we have to remember, ignorance is not an excuse before the law.
Mm,
So he can pretend and choose to say he doesn't understand, but before the law is the law.
yeah.
You are communicating with an underage, which you have no business doing, and you're doing it in a very intimate manner.
Mhm. At some
No,
point, they asked him, "Do you know the age of consent in the UK?" He said, "I don't know. Is it not 18?" They now said, "No, it's 16. It's 16. But even if it's 16, the fact that you are 43, how
oh God,
inappropriate is that? Just
that
look at
just
the age
makes
gap."
my blood boil, and to be it makes my blood boil.
How?
Like
Hey, Jesus. She's not done 2 decades in this world. That's how.
you know, oh God, it's just
Yeah.
it's so it makes my blood boil because I just cannot believe that people get away with this for so long and they keep doing it until they get caught. And
Yeah.
the sad thing is we're all happy he's being caught, but and to be the UK judicial system, the justice system, we know
Mm,
how it plays. He's not
yeah.
good. Highest he would get jail term,
Mhm.
highest he would get 2 years. And by law, he's allowed term served. So he would do 1 year. And then
Yeah.
probably they will deport him.
They'll definitely deport
That's
him.
that's
Mm.
all.
They will deport him
That's all.
sadly to go and continue in Nigeria to be chasing all the
You,
children in the Adugbo.
you see why I say that pedophiles should never be given second chances once they
Mhm.
are caught.
Mhm.
Because these people they don't change, their MO remains the same. They only change their tactics and they only change their victims.
Mhm. Mhm.
But their mentality never changes.
Yeah.
Never
Somebody
changes. If you yeah.
somebody said that they feel sorry. Joy's Kitchen said, "I feel sorry for the wife and the children and the family." Mm. That she was crying and begging and everything, yeah, begging for help.
Yeah. That's the we see only one side of this. We see one side, the actual victim, who is the 14-year-old child.
The only person
But
that needs
but
our empathy and our sympathy.
y-
Mm,
yeah, but do we also know that his wife and children are also his victims?
mm,
These are the unseen victims in these cases. In a case like this, his nuclear family, they are the unseen victims to his actions.
mhm,
I know we don't like to think about it like that, but this is fact, and it's part of what I'm studying right now. Going back to uni, I'm doing psychology, and right now I'm doing a model that has to do with childhood trauma and things like that. All of this is being broken down in this model for me, so it's giving me more insight to see.
mm,
I can never be in the head of a pedophile,
mm,
but I can, as someone who is aspiring to be a professional in that field, I can only understand their thought process,
mhm,
but I can never see reasons with their actions.
mhm.
Because the only way I can support other victims is for me to be able to understand who their perpetrator is, history, to be able to support them better, to tell them, help them go through the process better. But if we keep sitting back and expecting the justice system to do the work, I'm sorry, there's not a lot. They don't get a lot of time. Some of them get 9 months and they're out.
Yeah, but
It is
he's definitely going. He's going. I'm not even going to just write off the fact that, okay, we know if it's America, we'll probably get life or something. Yeah, the UK sentencing is very, very poor, but still, he's going to get punished because at the end of the day, the school he came here for, he's not going to finish it. Yeah. And he's going to get deported. Somebody is saying
Yeah,
in the comment that they will renew his visa. Who is going to renew his visa? Nobody is
I
going to
mean,
renew his visa.
absolutely. He would,
Don't you know what
serve
it
his
is?
time. He will serve his time and then he will get deported. And then what? He will go back and start creating new victims.
Yeah. This would have disrupted in his life significantly to a point where, maybe it will change. I don't know if they change, but
No,
at least,
Auntie B, they don't change. Believe me, pedophiles
mm,
don't change. It is an impulse in their brain. They
yeah,
cannot even help themselves. That's the
wow,
annoying part of it. So
yeah,
he can never change. He would only change his tactics. He would change his victim. And
yeah,
that's how, if you see most of them here in the West, they up the ante. That's how they end up unaliving their victims
yeah. I mean, we
because
take what we can get, and the fact that he's been caught is good enough for me for now. Yeah, what can you
yeah, I
do?
mean, it's good he's been caught, but it's
Yeah.
just a temporal fix. It's a temporal fix to
He's
to
been
a
doing it in Nigeria.
to
They didn't catch him. Now they caught him.
yeah.
So you know what? Yeah, we just take what you take the little bit of justice that you can get. Not just for this 14-year-old or people pretending to be 14-year-old, but for all
I
the
know yeah,
victims.
yeah. I know the
All the victims
decoys. I mean, these predator hunters. They use decoys. The supposed person you're speaking to, you think is a child, is actually a full grown woman or a full grown man. They use decoys. I understand that, and
yeah,
it's for a reason they use decoys because it's
yeah,
traumatic for an actual 14-year-old to be having that conversation with a full grown adult man.
yeah. I got you. I hear you, my dear. It
So,
is well. Mm.
so
Maybe
yeah,
well
it's
formatted.
yeah,
Mm.
it's yeah. We just hope that our young men and women coming up would train them properly and make sure they don't you know end up with these imbalances that creates these um attractions for minors in them. It's just
Sad.
it's sad, but it's just what it is, really.
Thank you so much, Mama Bear.
I'm
I appreciate
sorry
you, my
for the
love.
rant and I'm sorry for being so
It's
triggered,
okay.
but
No, it's okay.
it's just
We
it's
know each
really
other. Don't worry.
annoying.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got you. It's okay.
yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, I
Thank you,
wish you
Auntie.
continue, my darling. Yeah, God bless you. Thank you, love. So this organization I was telling you guys about, I'm about to end now. Thank you so much, Mama Bear. I appreciate you, my love. It's called CC Yara. Look them up on Instagram. They are doing amazing job. They are doing an amazing work. Actually, a couple of years ago, somebody contacted me in Nigeria who, their child, was a victim. And then I spoke to a few friends and then they told me about this organization. They are so good. They have a child, you can see they do child advocacy. It's a child advocacy center. They have free child helpline here, free legal advice, free medical advice, counseling, shelter, for children suffering from this sort of experience. Yeah, they are doing really good work. It's called Cecilia Child Advocacy Center in Lagos, Nigeria, and they prosecuted a lot of people. And you saw it, and these are cases that were on for years. They saw it from the beginning to the end. When you talk about NGOs, sometimes you don't hold your breath when you hear about NGOs in Nigeria or in Africa. But these ones, I can say that they are doing good work. There are some NGOs that are doing good work. This one here, one of the cases, it was the landlord and the family where they are tenants, is the child of the tenant that it happened to. They saw, and the man is a big man, worked in our oil company and everything. For them to get justice for somebody of that caliber who had money, it was not a joke. But they did. Eventually, they got, because what they do is that they make sure that they take the child, to go to the hospital immediately to get, DNA, to get evidences and everything like that. So eventually it took it took a number of years, but he was convicted. He was convicted. They sentenced him to jail in Nigeria. Yeah, so we have to condemn it. There is no justification for it. I don't care whether you are from a part of Nigeria or Africa where they tell you that it's okay for you to marry a child that is 14 or 15. I don't care. It is illegal because a child of 14 cannot even consent to anything. Anything they want to sign, whether it's medical, legal, anything, is the parents that will sign on their behalf. So if they cannot sign, they cannot consent to anything, whether it's legal or even medically, how can they consent with having any relationship? And this is not even with their age group, like secondary school boyfriend and girlfriend, all this puppy love that children do. Is with grown àgbàyà. Àwọn olórí burúkú tó fẹ́ bayé àwọn ọmọ jẹ́, tọ́lọ́run bá mi bayé wọn jẹ́. As a parent, you keep your own children inside your house, and then you think it is right for you to be doing this, and you claim to be a Christian. You believe in relationship. You don't believe in sex in relationship, but you're married. What are you doing in dating website in the first place? What are you looking for? What if it was your child? Well, this kind of men, their children are not safe where they are. I'm saying it again. So you guys, better be careful. If you are married to somebody who is a pedophile like this, your children are not safe. The earlier you run. I know some Nigerian women in Nigeria that will look the other way. I saw a case the other day on Dr. Shola's page where the woman was saying, when we were children, my father did this to my sister. And I hate my father so much. I can't forgive him. He's old now. And he's begging for forgiveness. How many of you saw that story? There are so many of them. So many. Usually within their uncles. See, the people you should be afraid of, or the people you should be wary of, it's not outsiders. It's the people around you. Uncles, house helps, people on your street, neighbors. Those are the people that have access because the children are very free with those people. Did you see the story, Yvonne? You saw it, yeah? These are the people that have access to the child because the child is very free with them. Before you know, no, they spoil a lot of children's lives, I'm telling you, and it's not only girls, Before I round up, I just want to warn parents. It's not only girls. Boys too. Boys. Boys. A lot of boys. The other day that Gistava was doing that story, that he said they said they wanted to start talking about all these things. We saw DMs of people saying that this is what their family member did to them. Uncles doing this to boys. Telling boys to come to their room. Children don't know anything. Before you know, they open their trousers and they bring out their bola and tell the child to start touching it. To put it in their mouth. So, Emma, don't trust anybody around your children, no. Don't. Make sure you tell your children all these things. If anybody will try it with you, come and tell me immediately. Make sure that you don't have that relationship with your children where they will be afraid of you. So that they can be free to come and talk to you about anything because, aye Leo, there are so many damaged people in this world that they are looking for people that children they want to ruin their life. So, Emma, watch and pray. That's all I can say. Watch and pray. Yeah. One of them was so particularly very traumatic that the boy said that it was his uncle that was telling him, will say, come to when the parents are not there. You know how we live with each other back home in Nigeria now. You have your brothers, you have your cousins, you have people living with you. When the parents are not here, thinking that there's a responsible adult at home, you don't know what they are doing with your child when you're not there. Yeah. A lot is happening, and they will tell the children, you must not tell anybody. If you tell anybody, we'll buy you, we'll do this. They'll put fear in them. So, So no empathy for these people like this. They should lock him up and throw the key away. If they can give him life sentence, I will clap. Because the damage that they cause is for life. Like, Mama Bear said, those children are left damaged. It's going to affect all future relationships. And that's why you see some people grow up very angry. Some cannot form any relationship. Some, they hate themselves. And then they start engaging in very, very, very dangerous lifestyle just because of the pain. They're carrying, so many adults have unresolved childhood trauma that they are carrying into adulthood. That's why some people will just be mad. You don't know why. Because of the pain of what they've gone through as children. And if, God forbid, you come into a relationship with people like that, you'll be wondering, what is wrong with this person? Their behavior, you cannot explain their behavior. It's very irrational. But there's something that person is going through. It's going to take a lot of therapy before they will be able to get some healing. Unresolved trauma is the worst kind of trauma. Because the thing I always tell you about trauma is going to come out one way or the other. It will come out. You can't say, we are Nigerians, we are very resilient. We are black people, we don't feel things. Loriro. Loriro, it will come out. It's going to come out in your behavior. It will come out in future relationships. It will come out in the choices that you make. It will come out in your lifestyle. It will come out in your energy. It will come out in some people just hate a particular gender. And you'll be wondering, what happened? You don't know that, but it's not even you. It's not because of you that the people they see today. Is because of something one uncle or one Olori Bukuku auntie did to them when they were children. Yeah. So may God help us all. It is well. Thank you very much, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and like the video, share. And yeah. We will be back this week on Tuesday. I'm going to be back on Tuesday. So yeah, we'll talk. For that young lady that was saying something about being in the US and or is it Canada, please send me a DM on Instagram and let's talk. Yeah. And the talking table say, don't trust your child with anyone. You empower your children with the right information to keep them safe. So you won't be with, because you can't be with them 100% all of the time. That's absolutely correct. Have a good evening and have a lovely week ahead, my people. I love you guys and I appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, anybody that is still engaging in this, your cup don't follow. They will catch you. Hey guys, it's your girl Auntie B here. Are you enjoying this show? Are you gaining some value from it? Have you subscribed? Have you liked this video? Or you're just one of those people that come to watch and walk away? YouTube subscription is absolutely 100% free. Do remember to subscribe. Do remember to share this video and also give us a thumbs up and share it on all your social media handles. Share it on your WhatsApp groups. Send it to your friends, your loved ones in Nigeria. And if you want to support our work by donating to the channel, we have the details of our PayPal and our accounts here. Please use them. And remember, God loves a generous giver. Support our work, show us appreciation. The year is coming to an end. Say, Auntie B, this is for your Christmas present. Just send us a donation today. And I really appreciate all my lovers and my friends out there. Thank you. I just